first half of 2018 has been one of the unhappiest chapters in Steve Bruce's personal life, but professionally at least, the horizon is brightening a little for Aston Villa's manager. Mourning the deaths of his father in February and his mother at the start of this month, Bruce looks shattered, yet he remains grimly committed to achieving the fifth promotion of a long-running coaching career. Jedinak's first-half header from an early corner puts him well on course to reach a milestone he had, until fairly recently, hoped to celebrate with his parents, and leaves Tony Pulis's Middlesbrough up against it in the second leg at Villa Park on Tuesday night. "We are pleased," said Bruce, who had an impressively inventive central midfield performance from Jack Grealish to thank for helping out with Boro. "We've given ourselves a little advantage, although we're only winning 1-0 at halftime and strange things can happen. But we've handled the pressure of a big game here very well. Given that the away goals rule does not apply in the playoffs, it was not a total disaster for Pulis, although the set of his face suggested it felt like it. We're very disappointed. I think we did enough not to lose," he said. "But it's small margins, and it's still all to play for." Under Pulis's tutelage, Boro have increasingly prided themselves on a growing proficiency at defending dead balls, so it must have hurt when they swiftly fell behind to the simplest of set-piece goals. It began with Albert Adoma, a Riverside old boy, winning a corner dispatched by Grealish. Some slapdash marking, most notably at the far post, enabled Jedinak to dodge a woefully flat-footed Ryan Shotton and direct an angled header past a wrong-footed Darren Randolph. As Villa fans celebrated manically, Bruce looked as if he could hardly believe his luck, and Pulis's players seemed downright stunned. Boro took a little while to recover from the shock and, with Grealish given far too much room to dictate the play, they were fortunate not to fall further behind when Robert Snodgrass headed Adoma's cross fractionally over the bar. Gradually though, the Teessiders pulled themselves together, creating three decent first-half chances for Aston Villa. While the first two were shot narrowly off target, the third, created by Adama, saw Aston Villa, controversially preferred to the initially benched Patrick Bamford as the lone striker, dodge John Terry before heading straight at Sam Johnston when he really should have scored. Shortly afterwards, Pulis had Randolph to thank for somehow finger-tipping Snodgrass's subtle curler from outside the area onto a post. It was a glorious drop of the shoulder and a technically accomplished shot on the winger's part, and the save was even better. Like Snodgrass, Traore has frequently shown this season, but although the spring-heeled right-winger sporadically had the beating of Alan Hutton, he persistently snatched at the ball. Traore was understandably keen to impress against Villa, the club which imported him from Barcelona but swiftly part-exchanged him for Adoma, but some wild shots and miscued passes indicated he was perhaps trying too hard. Attempting to shift the balance of power, Pulis switched him to the left at the start of second half in a clear attempt to ruffle Villa's right-back Ahmed El Mohammadi. Wise to the ploy, Bruce immediately ordered Hutton to swap sides with the Egyptian. While Traore had menacing moments, the veteran Hutton, deputizing for Villa's hamstrung first-choice left-back Neil Taylor, did far better than most full-backs against Boro's prized possession, frequently negating his advances. "Alan was immense," said Bruce. "He's out of contract this summer, but we've worked all week on him stopping Traore and it's worked." With Pulis arguably waiting too long before introducing Bamford, Boro enjoyed plenty of possession yet lacked a final ball clever enough to undermine the formidable efficiency of Terry and James Chester. Although Villa's centre has ultimately dropped dangerously deep at times, the dot expression fixed on Boro's owner Steve Gibson's face as he sat, arms folded, in the director's box, emphasized the sense of a semi-final slipping away from his club's grasp.